The live is on. The body count is on. I am on. What is going on, everyone? Obi-Wan back at it again. This is week 17 in the Battle of Florida. This is episode 22. Really appreciate y'all checking me out on this Sunday evening. Hope everything is going good with y'all. Hope that y'all are safe, doing well, washing hands, washing asses, all that stuff. Out on this Sunday, making sure we are good all over the place. As we are live not only on YouTube, but on Mixer, Twitch, Periscope, and Facebook. Dealing with Facebook, I might change to Steam. We don't know. On YouTube, but on Mixer. Apologies for the feedback. Let's get things started and let's finish scouting for the week. Everybody is ready to advance except me, which we will start. Why am I looking at my starting lineup? Get all my backups in for week 17. Stanley is the quarterback this week. I am also trying to get Patrick Emmanuel to 1,000 yards this season. So I take a look at his stats real quick. Yeah, 909. Means 91 to break 1,000. To reach 1,000. Need 92 to break it. Corey LaFell is in at receiver number 2. Rashad Mitchell number 1. Randall number 3. And the Word is in at tight end. Secondary is kind of different. Cross is in at strong safety. Coe and Foley, the left outside linebackers. Dean and Coe. As a matter of fact, let me get Tanner in. Alright, so Dean and Tanner are the backups, while Gruder takes the week off. Jordan and White, the right outside linebackers. My apologies. That damn Dudley is at free safety. Because why not? Hart and Bird. I think if I put in, let's put in Hopkins. And give Bird cornerback number 2. Puts Hart at 3rd string. But looking at it, he may be a good quarterback. Just looking at it right now, I really have to look and see what's going on with my depth chart after the off season. But yeah, he could be cornerback. Nothing with the front 4. Yeah. So let's get things started with scouting. Take a look at receivers. And continuing, Zach Epstein. Don't want to make any choking stuff going on, but that other guy didn't kill himself either. What's his face? Knew it's an Epstein. CJ McDonald. Looking, Batista. Maybe. 6'1", 200. Maybe. Duron Jammer. Looking, Again, have to see the combine stats. DeMarcus McBurrows. We'll see. Deshaun Ramsey. Maybe. Maybe not. Raquel Walters. Maybe. And so, that will be all of the scouting until we get to the off-season. Yeah, if anything, this will probably be another off-season where I don't really look at free agents myself. I think you have to head over to Sencheko's channel because he just loves the off-season. The link is in the description for you to check him out, as well as me typing it in as we speak. There we go. All right. Let's get that 1,000 yards for Patrick. Well, again, we'll probably blitz the mess out the Chiefs. That's not the uniforms I want. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right. I think after this game, moving on to the postseason, I may be back later on for Die Spire Die. We shall see. Monday, dedicated Lorner wants to do something. I don't know what to do, but wait a minute. I know what we can do Monday night.
Season and want to find a way to secure win number 3 on the year. It's the Wizards going up against the Chiefs. So for the call of this week's 17 matchup, let's send it out to our broadcast team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Barry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Orlando Wizards and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Are you hole stepping?
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton, and Charles, we look at
why are you hole stepping?
They come in just in an absolute free fall, losers of 7 in a row.
And this is where you turn to your best players and look at them and say, can you guide us out of this? We've got to be better than
Ain't no hole stepping.
The Orlando club. It's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar.
Ain't no hole stepping.
But they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'5" QB out of Cal. It's Davis Webb.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Now Webb. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm.
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
To throw on third down, Webb. And a big loss here as he's taken down. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Oh, able to avoid him.
Good return.
Blocking nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback. Take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and
Damn it.
And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. They run it here. Where?
Damn it.
Space. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 57 yards on the ground. So close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that number 1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
Play clock winding down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is Randall here over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. 1 quarter down here on a frigid December night. 7-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Orlando in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. It has a nice job to hold.
Oh, what are you doing?
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to...
Webb can't escape as he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Here's Webb. And the pressure gets to him again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Pulled in at the 24. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, Parker. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll look to throw here. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now a handoff here to his running back, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. offensive coordinator thinking blitz here. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Okay.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Ah. Whatever.
On the 4th down pass attempt, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to our EA. So no update from Larry after 17 weeks. Folks are saying, let's get on with the show. So we'll oblige as we get you set for the second half kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards.
Oh no. He's reaching 1,000 yards, whether he likes it or not.
The more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard, and this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half, things haven't worked so well in the first go-around, they want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it, and they've run it well here to start the second half.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Randall. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run.
Awesome.
Second and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And now here's a carry heading left. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football.
Brody Cook 09 is now following me on Mixer. Really appreciate the follow, good sir.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And his first carry, he loses the football. But fortunately,
I'm okay.
recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living.
I need to be good in the postseason. My favorite team is the Saints. Huge Saints fan. I grew up in New Orleans, Louisiana, so born and raised before moving away to New Mexico.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately.
How about yourself, sir? Are you a huge football fan? Are you an NFL fan?
Big time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. D. Ford in there to get him. And that sack.
Favorite Saints player? Go.
That play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
Who would I say and go and beat them Saints? Apparently the Vikings and the wild card, but that's besides the point.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a...
Yeah, he did have it, and he dropped it.
To the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Webb now from the gun.
Oh, that was a pick 6. What are you doing?
Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Webb to throw. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush.
Have you ever been in the Superdome? Yes, me and my dad, we used to have season tickets to the Saints.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
We were Saints season ticket holders for about 5-6 years before Katrina, and then my dad's best friend, he took over the department and the season ticket personnel. So
it's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long? Out of the gun, it's Webb. Looking left side.
you gotta be kidding me.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Couldn't and just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Run blitz there defensively.
Hey Connor, how you doing, good sir?
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps.
Yeah, I've been to Rouse's.
So they can't run the football.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line.
Cordero Patterson. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Cordero Patterson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Are you a season ticket holder now?
Comes the offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Just
Oh wow, he's short?
on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He hits Randall, complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. They'll look to throw, and he fires one incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here.
Who's my favorite player? Of all time or right now?
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. He'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the defense.
Right now?
And they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And a right side completion here by LaFell. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll...
I have to go with Eric Berry.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. Looking to throw. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Another truck. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And quickly they get to the line.
Thomas is cool.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now back to throw. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. And when a Hail Mary
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
like that, I think any defense offensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Drew Brees is cool.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right?
Webb can't escape as he goes down.
I was a big fan of Joe Horn back in the day. Joe Horn was cool.
The way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll run now with Ware. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run again with Ware. And he's going to have the first yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On the run, it's Ware.
I said, damn it. Do you want me to use the other F word? How about the S word?
The pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in. 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
On the ground, this is Ware. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Jeremy was cool. I like Jeremy Shockey.
Defense back out onto the field.
Big fan of Darren Sharper before he did what he did.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Aaron Lynch. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. In there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. throw. Oh, the pressure.
Ah!
And he goes down once more. Benny Logan in there to make the sack on what will be
Damn.
the final act in this ball game. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Chiefs, it'll end here on a slightly positive note with a victory, but there weren't many other positives in a season that saw them finish 3-13. And they will enter this offseason with more questions than answers. Meanwhile, for our visitors, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And the playoffs will run through their house as they'll get the week off and get set to host a divisional round game in 2 weeks' time. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
I feel bad who
The Chiefs
is going to face me in the divisional.
So long from Arrowhead.
I do. I feel bad. I feel terrible. Alright, Brody Cook 09. Thanks again. See, why are you playing me like that? Alright, so let's move on to the off-season. I'm ready to advance. Let's go. Alright, so we gotta work on gap play and spacing. As a matter of fact, let me do that right now. You are only 10? Okay. Well, now I have to keep it PG.
Fellas, we've got to have a great practice today. There's no other option.
At least nobody's injured.
We strap it up and we get better each week. This is one of those times you got to take advantage of it, all right? So let's get at it.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Here we go! What? 90! What? 90!
Ah.
Come on, let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Come on, let's go! What? 90!
Oh, well, how you doing, ma'am? Ah, jeez. Catching. I need people who knows how to catch.
What? 90! Let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Here we go! Brad 38! Brad 38! Come on, let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38! Here we go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
All right, strap them up. Pull up your big boy britches. This is for gold. Now that's what I'm talking about, fellas. I don't know what
Oh,
happened
okay.
last week and this week, but today was a great practice. And this coaching staff is loving it. You guys consistently do that, and I see a lot of victories in our future.
Let's go! Spread 38! Spread 38! Let's go! White 90! White 90! Here we go! White 90! White 90! Here we go!
You really have to go? Okay, well, have a good night. Stay tuned for more. Good night. Have a good one. Thanks again for the follow. Okay, will do.
Here we go! White 90! White 90! Come on, let's go! Spread 38! Come on, let's go! Spread 38! Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90! Here we go! White 90! White 90! Let's go! White 90! White 90! Let's go! Spread 38! Spread 38!
Oh, okay. So, no cutscene for the defense. Lovely. Alright, so let me reorder my entire depth chart. Alright, so we should see what's going to happen next week. Alright, so I'm stuck with the number 8 pick in the first round. In the first round, excuse me. The 8th, the 24th, the 26th, and the 31st. All in the first round. I may trade out a little bit along. Skeletron's just being Skeletron. Taking over 2020. Yeah, okay. Dealing with Goth. He is the master of the later rounds. And then with the Jax, Woodson, Jekyll. Not too bad. Alright. And then with me, I'm loaded for 2021, so. Alright, cool. So, heading into the postseason, we have the Patriots at the Browns, the Falcons at the Bears, Sinjeko is away at the Raiders, so the Raiders got in. Told you, Sinjeko, but no. And the Vikings at the Redskins, so nothing for divisional until next week. But yeah, it should be an exciting game between Sinjeko and the Raiders. And I'm happy for Cleveland. Cleveland got in. That's awesome. Take a look at the standings. Oh, wait a minute. God got the bye. And home field advantage. Okay. Alright. So I will be playing. So I'm the number 2. I will go. Let's go to the AFC. So I will be facing the winner of the Browns-Patriots game. And God will face the winner of the Jags-Raiders game. Let's see. So 1, 2. Sinjeko would be 3. Yeah, Sinjeko should be going after the number 1. Okay. Alright. Let me go back to NFC. Alright, so Skeletron 16-0 will face the winner of probably the Falcons Vikings. No. Vikings Redskins game. Yeah, so kind of sucks that Skeletron didn't join the league a little bit earlier. That way we can have 2 NFC teams and 2 AFC teams. But no, we're just not going to do that. Alright, so I will go and get all this XP out. Oh, let's look at stats before we call it a night. Bridgewater didn't do too bad. Again, 12 interceptions, but that comes with the territory. Stingley did okay. And Deshaun is just back up. Congratulations to Femi Jean being the all-time rushing leader this year. And respect to Patrick Emmanuel reaching over 1,000 yards this season. So 2 1,000-yard rushers. Let's take a look at the rest of the NFL. Yeah. That's awesome. Receiving. Cobb and Henry. Crowder, Cooks. Hey, look at Centif. Michael Thomas, Doug Baldwin, Jordan Reed. Yeah, again, we're more of a running type of offense. Because again, nobody did even sniff 1,000 yards. Maybe I need to change that for next year. Blocking. Alright, Lamp gave up 3 sacks. Conklin with 2, that's 5. 7 with Beckham. 8 with Decker. 9 with Brock. 10 with Morrow. So where did the other 2 sacks come from? Visible person. Defense, yeah. Gruder dominated with interceptions with 6. White with 2. Wilkerson with 2. Bird with 2. Hart with 2. Cohens with 2. Dean with 1. Cross with 1. Dudley with 1. Tanner with 1. So Wilkerson with 30, followed by White, Glover, Bird, Cannell, Gant, and Gruder. Dealing with assisted tackles. Gruder, White, Cannell, Dean, Glover, Gant, Jordan, Cole. Yeah, good stuff. Let's look at sacks. So, Marshall Gant, again, he's staying on the team. Gant with 15 sacks, Glover with 12.5, Wilkerson with 9, Cannell with 7.5, as well as Rashard Dean. Tre'Davious White with 7, Marshall Cross with 5.5, Gruder with 4, Nate Myers 3.5. I don't know what to do with Myers. I don't know if he's more left in. Because let's see, but what? Maybe I should switch Glover and Cannell. Or Myers. Cole with 2. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on with my kicker. Oh, he doesn't kick. Okay. Just when it comes to extra points. Alright. TJ Patchett only had 4 punts this year. Alrighty then, well, I am going to call it a night there. I may not be back for Halo Wars. Had to take care of some business tomorrow. But still, thank y'all for tuning in. Really appreciate y'all checking me out. Thank you again to Brody Cook 09 for the follow on Mixer. And you can follow me also on Twitch. Like if you're on YouTube, subscribe if you're on YouTube. But until then, have a good night. Take care. Hope everybody again was doing safe. Wash your hands. Wash your ass. Obi-Wan out.